Hi everybody, this is Koron Korak, and today I will show you as fast as possible how to route Kontakt in FL Studio. So first you open Kontakt, you verify that output button is checked, and then you have to add channels. So you can put 8, for example, that correspond to those outputs. Then you have to verify that the sound card output is a QT-ST1 that corresponds to the first output. Then you verify that ascending output assignment is checked and deleted existing channels before creating new ones is checked too. Okay, then there's the aux channel that I don't use, so you can disconnect it, except if you use it, of course, but I don't, so I don't connect it. So you have to restart Kontakt, but before we do, you have to click on Preset Batch Configuration and then Save Current Output Section State as Default 4 and VST Plugin. This will save this configuration as default, so you have to delete Kontakt and then open it again, and when you open Kontakt again, it should be the same. Okay, so now it's time to add an instrument. So to do that, you insert a MIDI out. This will help you to configure instrument. Then you put Kontakt on the channel 1 here. I have chosen a violin for the example, so as you can see everything is good. But we will configure that. So on Kontakt, you click on the little gear on the top left, and then on the input port, select 1. And now on the MIDI out, you click on the port 1. This will link Kontakt and the MIDI out. Then you set channel 1 for the MIDI out, and now you have sound in the first output. But now what about if you had a second instrument? I have chosen an organ for the example, doesn't matter. If you put on the solo mode on Kontakt, you can hear the instrument. Now, as you can hear, if we don't click on solo, it's just the violin that is played, and we don't want that. So to configure that, you clone the MIDI out to create a second MIDI out, and you put it on channel 2. And then you have 2 different MIDI outs. So 2 different sounds. But they are both in channel 1, and we want a channel for each instrument. There is 2 things to do that. You return on Kontakt and the gear, and then you go on the processing tab, and then you click on automate outputs. Then you have every channel on Kontakt that are linked to FL Studio, but it's still not good. Everything is still on channel 1. Don't worry, I just forgot to change ST2 in Kontakt. That corresponds to the second output in Kontakt. You can choose the second output, and now it's okay. Everything is linked. You have now 1 channel for 1 instrument, and every time you add an instrument, you just have to select the output you want on FL Studio and in Kontakt. So this is all good now. But there is another point that I want to tell you. For example, for one of my VST that is very big, there is a problem when I render, the sound is crackled. So to fix that, you go in the gear of Kontakt, and then you click on the notify about rendering mode. This will fix this crackle problem when you render a song in FL Studio with a Kontakt plugin. So now how to modify volume of notes in piano roll. To do that, you go in the MIDI out, you right click on this button and then configure. As full name you can put controller 11. That corresponds to the volume. Accept. Now as you can see, you can control the volume. Now with link to controller, you can control that, but I don't use link to control, so I won't talk about that. So now, if you right click you can see edit events in piano roll. That is transparent. We don't want that. So to modify, you go in the piano roll from the MIDI out. Now you put some notes. I don't know. We don't care. Now as you can see, piano roll is checked, because we are in the piano roll for this MIDI out. So now you are written on the MIDI out, right-click the automation knob and select Edit Events in Piano Roll. And now you can modify the volume as you wish. And it works! I'm pretty sure that this will help a lot of people. I had a lot of trouble with that before. It's thanks to Frozen Night that I learned that. Now you can clone every MIDI out to go faster. And now you can create as MIDI out as instruments you have. Now, if you do Ctrl+Shift+S, you can create presets when you open FL Studio. I will call this Test MIDI Kontakt, for example. You go to File, New from Template, and then you have it. And when you click here, you start FL Studio with everything you did. So this is the end of this tutorial. Hope it will help you. Thank you a lot for 300 subscribers. This is wonderful. Stay awesome, guys. See ya later.